my name is Sam Ocean, and I'm the principal and creative director of Ocean Studio, which is a digital agency that I founded in 2011. Advertising absolutely has the ability to be a positive force. I think there's all sorts of different facets to it, right? There's those people that are abusing it, and there's those people that are using it for good. But I think advertising has the ability to initiate positive change. I think it can promote causes. It's not just about sales.
I think you can only absorb so much, particularly so much that's aimed at making you spend your money.
I think advertising's used lots of times negatively politically, but can also be used positively politically. So yeah, there's a role for advertising when used responsibly and for the right causes, for sure.
I mean, it's on billboards, it's on t-shirts, it's on TV, it's on the radio.
It's ugly. There's billboards everywhere.
It's too much of it.
What's negatively progressed is really the volume of advertising that everybody's exposed to on a daily basis. It's just absolutely everywhere.
Every time I see an ad, I'm just like, oh, that's annoying.
I think Andy's gonna have a really hard time doing this in the city of Los Angeles, given the pure amount of advertising that's absolutely everywhere.
We remembered to have somebody look after the cats, right?
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to go and see folks in Phoenix, because there's too darn many ads here in Los Angeles. I don't usually make my wife sit in the back, only when she's been bad. But right now she's just sitting in the back because we've got the camera guy and the producer in the car with us. So it's a rather full ship at the moment. We are driving out of North Hollywood right now, and we're heading to go see my folks in Phoenix. And actually, they live in Sun City West, which is like the old person large print version of Phoenix. What the hell is this person doing? So obviously, while I'm driving here, it's not safe for me to use my phone and type stuff in. So just like the other day, we're gonna assign somebody to record stuff on a notepad for me. And today, Betsy's got the honor. So Bets, I'm just gonna shout things out to you, when and if I see them, and you'll just jot down the sort of circumstances around it then.
I'll make sure to have an eagle eye for ads.
No, I don't need you to point ads out to me. I'm kind of surprised at how few ads there are really, at least along this particular freeway. There's really not very many billboards. I mean, there's signs for businesses along the freeway, of course, but there's really not much just pure advertising.
I wonder if that's because we're getting farther away from Los Angeles.
We're about 20 some odd miles away from the Cabazon dinosaurs, which I think is how you say that. But these are the dinosaurs that were in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. They were in the movie The Wizard, the feature-length advertisement for Nintendo. There we go. I don't see any billboards or signs or anything even. So. Does it look exactly like it did in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Betsy?
Oh, totally. F11.
That feels good. Feels like an F11 kind of a day. Should we take a selfie of ourselves?
Oh yeah, that turned out cute.
Oh yeah, that's a winner. It's just a billboard with sperm and it says Lost. There's no brand name, there's no URL, there's no nothing. I even Googled billboard with sperm that says Lost and I wasn't able to find anything on it.
Maybe whoever paid for this feels that we aren't procreating enough.
Maybe that's it. I feel like it must be a Christian thing. It feels like a Christian thing to me.
Yeah, it feels...
I mean, we're right by the dinosaurs, which is owned by a Christian group now.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird, though. So, where do you want to eat? A lot of these places are kind of on the list, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's Subway right over there.
Yep, Subway's on the list.
Yeah.
What's around? Let's see.
Oh, there's
a Jack in the Box.
No, that's on the list.
That's on the list. We heard that on the radio earlier.
McDonald's. There's Pizza Hut, but I don't want pizza. Barbecue? There's a barbecue place.
Done.
Barbecue it is.
This is so good. I got the brisket. Look at these thick pieces of meat. This is awesome.
Oh yeah, that's actually really good. That's like smoked, like how smoked pork and ham and stuff.
Okay.
That's pretty tasty.
So this stop actually worked in our favor. Having the limitation of restaurants.
Most definitely. This is like way better than like Subway.
This is some of the best barbecue I've had in a really long time. And I also wonder, will we ever be this lucky again during this experiment?
I know, right? I mean, shoot, just like the difficulty in selecting a beer. Not that I'm a Budweiser drinker, but I'll drink a Budweiser.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Well, this is great.
Yeah, this is really good. Good, we made it. Yeah.
How are you, everybody?
Good, how are you?
What kind of film what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Well, we're not really shooting on film. It's all digital now.
No shit.
In LA, there's so many ads for TV shows and movies. Like
Yeah.
pretty much any movie, any commercial movie is off
Just
limits.
as you're moving around, like billboards and
Exactly,
stuff.
yeah. And if you go near the studios, they have posters up all over the studios and just even just regular billboards for
Yeah.
like TV shows and movies in LA.
Gosh,
so.
that day
Yeah.
you went from our place in North Hollywood down to Studio City, which is
Just
what's the
down Laurel
mileage?
King. Oh,
like 6 miles?
No,
4
less than that.
miles?
Four or five.
4
yeah,
miles.
I'd
They
say,
saw
yeah.
65 ads in that time. It was kind of interesting. We were driving through the desert. It was definitely the number of ads went down significantly. But what was nice is like we didn't see any ads for like movies or TV shows, like liquor. Like that's normally the stuff that you see ads for in LA. But,
Mexican beer,
Well,
network
Yeah,
television.
So Andy, is the idea you see a commercial and you don't use that product?
That's basically it.
Could be a commercial on TV. It could be an ad, like a billboard ad. We were listening to the radio today. There was a radio ad. What else?
Let's see. Internet, like banner ads on the internet, print ads in magazines.
Sometimes you'll be on your phone, like if you play a game or something, or
Something
if you're
pops
on
up
some
in
sort of
that.
app.
Right.
Yeah.
Those ads count.
Actually, Grandpa might be proud because he always said, you can watch the TV shows, just ignore the ads. Because all they want is your money,
Right.
Yeah.
and then you beat them. Because you get to watch TV for free.
Ads are like there's so much science to them,
Right.
and that I do think like even if you're somebody who says like I hate advertisement, I don't like this, I'm just ignoring it. If it's still on, it's still playing, you're
Right.
still inputting the information
Right.
into your brain, and like subconsciously you're still learning
Right.
something from that. You're still taking something
Right.
from that, and maybe it could be negative or maybe it could be positive, but.
But
I
see,
mean,
Somehow you're being influenced.
they're spending millions and millions of dollars on it for a reason, right?
right.
What I find fascinating about the media and the advertisement is how they try to create that urgency in people. You know, that's what I find most annoying. It's like you didn't know, or your life would be better if, or I don't know. I just find it so irritating
Yeah.
myself. So
Yeah.
Everybody gets annoyed by advertising, but they never acknowledge that they're happy when it works for them.
It takes away the beauty of the mountains. If you looking at the mountains,
It's become all pervasive. You're constantly bombarded with messages, most of which I don't care about.
Good ads are really all about getting it in front of the right eyeballs or the right ears. If you're not in front of the right audience, then it's an ineffective ad because the purpose of the ad is for some sort of call to action to happen and there to be some sort of action initiated, whether that's to purchase a product or go visit a site or come watch a movie. If it's in front of the wrong people, then that ad's ineffective. So equally important to the creative being good is the media planning and placement being really good and the people that are thinking about where that ad should live really understanding who their customer is and making sure that their research is strong.
It's everywhere you go as advertising. So I think probably a lot of advertising, we just tune it out.
Every day in my mail, I get something, try this hearing aid, try that hearing aid.
So the way that the industry thinks about demographics has changed pretty significantly. So as the baby boomer generation has aged, I think some of the old tactics that were used to advertise to older people, they're finding that they don't work because baby boomers are actually fairly tech savvy. they're healthier than their parents were. They're living more active lifestyles. They're still dating. They're single. They're having a good time. So I don't know that there's quite as huge of a distinction between the way that you should advertise to a young person versus somebody who's early on in the baby boomer demographic, because they're still kicking and killing it.